In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful, I would like to welcome all of you students of today's lesson, which is going to be about Unit 5, Vocabulary Building. Today, inshallah, we will practice or match the words with their meanings. This is the only objective of today's lesson, or the main one. As usual, we will start by revising the previous lesson. Do you remember this tongue twister? Can you read it? Very good. Major Jim Bridges and Sergeant John Rogers gently changed the engine in their huge Jeep. Now, as I said earlier, the difference between two sounds we talked about, two sounds, not letters, okay? Do you remember them? Very good, okay? As you can see here, some students of English confuse the yah sound in yet and regular with the jah sound, okay? So we have the yah sound and jah, of course, here. This is how we can write the spoken language, okay, about the yah sound, okay? Do you remember this symbol, this script? Okay, this is the yah sound. What about the jah sound? We said that you have to stop the air from being or getting out, okay? Stop and in the roof of your mouth, okay? The jah sound, and we said we use two sounds. The first one is dah, and the second one jah, as we said earlier, okay? It's look like number 3, but it doesn't, okay? It's not. It doesn't mean the same. It doesn't have the same meaning. As I said earlier, here, some students of English confuse the yah sound, okay, sound with the jah sound, like in jet, okay? Now we are going to listen, and please try to practice with the audio, okay? Try to practice. Are you ready? Very good. Let's start, please.
Page 73. 6. Pronunciation. Some students of English confuse the y sound in yet and regular with the j sound in jet and magic. Listen and practice.
1. Jack owns a very energetic young stallion. 2. The horse has an intelligent, gentle nature. 3. Ponies have beautiful features and are popular with children. 4. Many true stories demonstrate that horses are loyal human companions. 5. These are just a few of the techniques used to train horses.
Okay, now, as I said earlier, we have the yah sound and jah sound, like in jet and magic. And you can see here many letters we could use to pronounce the same, to produce the same sound. Okay, for example, here we have J, and of course the letter G to pronounce like jah sound. Okay, what about the yah sound? We have, for example, U or EW, in a view or few, for example. Okay, here, as I said earlier, or sometime with IO, sometime. Okay, or in some places like E, using E. So here we talked about this earlier. Now let's move to our lesson today, which is going to be about number 7, vocabulary building. Now we are going to read. You will see these words where you are going to see this in the reading on pages 74 and 75. Okay, why? Because the vocabulary building on page 73. Okay, but you are going to see these words from 1 to 8 on pages 74 and 75. Match the words with their meanings. Okay, match the word with their meanings. Let's start and read the words together. Okay, can you help me with that? Let's start. Number 1, consciousness. Okay. Number 2, alert. Number 3, disturbed. Number 4, deliberately. 5, speculates. 6, domesticated. 7, aggressive. 8, compassion. Okay, now we have seen these words. Okay, now let's go to the meanings. We have aware, A, aware. B, sympathy and concern. C, guesses about. D, the state of being awake. E, unfriendly, hostile. And F, worried. G, on purpose. And H, tamed. Okay, tamed we have here. Okay, so here we have 8 words, new words, and 8 meanings. Okay, 8 meanings, as you can see. Now let's see some pictures, and we will try, inshallah, we'll try to give or explain the meaning of the first word here. We have the word consciousness. Okay, as you can see in this picture, a man, for example, here. Can you describe this one? This face, I mean. Very good. Okay, so when I'm talking about a man and trying to, for example, think or being awake. Okay, very good. So here I'm talking about awakening, or so a state of being awake or awareness sometime. Okay, very good. This is what does it mean, consciousness. Number 2, alert. Now look at this picture. Okay, alert. Sometime when you have this this picture or this sign, okay, you need to be cautious about something. Okay, and try to be aware of things that around you. Okay, alert. I'm giving you an alert to be aware of things maybe around you, like for example high voltage and electricity or something like that, or something danger maybe. Okay, so I am sending you an alert. Okay, next, now look at this face. Does he look happy? No, he doesn't. Okay, so this face is a symbol or sign of being disturbed. Okay, to be annoyed, okay, or angry or upset with something. Okay, this is what does it mean, disturbed. Next, the next one. Now look at this here. Now, if you read this one and you can see this picture, you have to make a choice. You have to choose a path here. Okay, for example, I'm going to choose this one. Okay, this one. Why? Intentionally. Okay, intentionally. This one, for example, is good for me, so I will choose this path or this way. Okay, to go on this way. Okay, so now the word the deliberately. Okay, it's mean intentionally, or sometime doing this thing on purpose. Okay, on purpose. Very good. Next, now look at this one, this picture here. What can you see? Now, as you can see, we have here, for example, the thinking bubble I'm talking about. Okay, sometimes you guess or speculate about someone or something sometime. Okay, so here when I'm talking about speculates, it means that to guess something. Okay, or to, for example, to sometime to predict something or something like that. Okay, as you can see, using this bubble or thinking bubble. Next, do you remember this lion? What is the name of this lion? Christian. Very good. Do you remember the story about Christian being adopted? Very good. Okay, we said that Christian adopted by two men, okay, and they tried actually to domesticate it, to domesticate Christian, to adjust and to adopt, to live with them inside their houses, okay, and actually they did, and Christian were in their basement, okay, Christian was in their basement. So here when I'm talking about domesticated something, okay, it means to have some animals, okay, some animals, and if you would like to domesticate them and you can raise them, okay, or train them, for example, like cats, if we have kittens, of course, inside houses, okay, or sometime train horses, okay, and so on, okay. So domesticated here, it means what? It means to have some animals, okay, and try to raise and try to train them. Next, now people who have cats know the sign of this cat, okay, when the cat do this movement, I mean this kind of movements, okay, and you can see the tail and up of the body, okay, and as you can see here the back, what happened to the back? What happened to the back of this cat? Yeah, it's like in it's different way or different kind of being aggressive, okay. Now being aggressive, it's ready to attack, for example, okay, it is ready to attack. Maybe it's annoyed or angry with something, now it's going to attack. So aggressive here, it means to be annoyed of something and to be as I said, ready to attack something or someone. Next, now look at this picture here. Sometime when you hold another one hands, okay, or sometime when you have the same same thinking way, okay, or something like that, okay, or some emotions, okay, this is called compassion, to feel with concern, to take care of something or someone, okay. And for example here, like this one here in this, they are holding hands, okay. For example, you are holding your brother's hand, okay, and trying to be concerned and to show sympathy with him, okay. If they go through, for example, a trouble or something like that, then you have to be supportive with him, okay. This is actually called compassion. Compassion, you have feelings or something like that when they, as I said earlier, when they have trouble or something like that. Now, let's go back to see the words now. As I said, we have 8 words, and I showed you some pictures that can give you a hint or a cue for the answer. Now, we are going to answer this one. Let's see. Let's start with number 1, consciousness. Okay, now as you can see here, find out the answer, number 1. Okay, it's D, the state of being awake. As I said earlier, to be aware of something, that what's happening actually around you. Number 2, alert. And we said that alert means be aware, be careful, caution. Number 3, disturbed. And we said that disturbed, F, okay, worried, to be worried and disturbed or something like that. Number 4, as we said earlier, intentionally, here the word deliberately, as we said earlier, it means G, on purpose, doing something on purpose. Number 5, speculate, it means to guess, to predict. Nice. Number 6, domesticated, it means H, okay, as I said here earlier, tamed. And 7, aggressive, the word aggressive, okay, it means E, unfriendly and hostile, ready to attack, okay, it's ready to attack, for example. And 8, compassion, as I said, concern, okay, or sympathy, to have feelings or something like that when they go to trouble and so on, okay. And this actually was our lesson of today. And let's see the objective. We matched the words with their meaning. I would like to thank all of you for watching us today, and inshallah I will see you at the next lesson. Goodbye.